Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Patton. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, Patton. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6 from the 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run on first down. It's Patton, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down now. It's Patton, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Patton, and he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Patton. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Patton. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And his kick is indeed good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster,
That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, 43 yards.
That was absolutely a letdown or a breakdown in coverage because what I saw was cover 3. Both corners having an outside third each. A safety should be in the middle. And when they threw the ball across the middle, the safety was nowhere to be found, and a big play resulted.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Patton. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes will throw. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well.